This is the Infinix Note Edge. I've been daily driving it for a while now, and honestly, I would say the device has surprised me. I've used it for filming content, gaming, social media, basically my day-to-day device. So in this review, I'm going to break down everything I love about this device, where I think they should improve in, and who I think this device is for. So now let's start with the unboxing. You get the phone itself, a screen protector, a protective case, 45 watts fast charging, USB-C cable, and wired headphone. Now let's move to the design. The first thing I noticed when I picked up this device is how light it is. With a 6500 mAh battery inside, I expected it to be a little thick and heavy, but it's 7.2 mm thick and it weighs about 190 grams. And it's surprisingly comfortable in the hand. The curved display flows nicely into the frame, and from the front, the device looks very expensive, more than you expect from a device at this level. If I cover the logo of this phone, most people will actually think this device will cost more. Now, if you're a fan of curved display, you're going to enjoy how immersive it feels to watch media on this phone. Now, watching media and scrolling feels fluid on this device. If you're not a fan of curved display, it might take you a few days to catch up, but when you do, you actually enjoy watching media on this device. The device has IP65 rating, which means it has water and dust resistance, so you can actually have peace of mind if you're using the phone outdoor, whether it's raining or whether there's a splash of dust on it. There's also a feature called Active Halo. It's basically a ring light at the back of the phone, close to the camera module. It lights up for calls, notification, charging, and even social media alerts. When I first got this device, I thought it might be a little gimmick. After using it for a few days, I actually got a hang of it, but I fully not decide if this feature is something that's cool to show off or if it's something everyone will use daily. Now let's move to the display. The Note Edge comes with a 6.78-inch 1.5K 3D curved screen. It's an AMOLED display with 120Hz refresh rate. On paper, this sounds standard for the category, but in daily use, the screen actually is impressive. The display is sharp, colors are vibrant without overly saturated. Scrolling feels smooth and consistent, and for most people, I think 120Hz it's more than enough, unless you're directly comparing it side by side to a device with higher refresh rate. But if you think about it, flagship devices still come with 120Hz. Brightness goes up to 4500 nits. I tested it outdoors. Watching content outside wasn't a struggle. I didn't find myself constantly blocking the device with my hand so I could see. It also has TUV low blue light certification, which is great. If you're like me and you end up using your phone longer at night in the dark, at least you know your eyes are protected. Now let's move to performance. This phone runs on the MediaTek Dimensity 7100. For benchmark scores, it scores about 692K, which shows it's high up in the mid-range segment. In real life usage, the phone is smooth. You can use social media, switching between apps, messaging. It handles it very fast without any hesitation. Apps open quickly, multitasking is stable. I didn't experience any random stutter during my use. One thing to note is that this phone is not for hardcore gamers, but for everyday use and casual gaming, it performs really well. And more importantly, it's stable and there's no overheating when you push it. So who is this phone for? I feel like it's for people who want smooth daily performance, people that want a phone that doesn't lag, that can deliver, and they don't need to pay flagship money. So let's move to battery. The Note Edge comes with a 6500 mAh battery. Now, that's a big battery. In my daily use, I could use the phone for 24 hours and still get an extra day, but with light usage. I use this for things like social media, streaming, and even light gaming. If you're a heavy user, you can get 24 hours, which I think is more than enough. For charging, you get 45 watts charging brick in a box. It's not the fastest, but it's good enough. And it can charge your battery in no time, especially when you think most devices in this price point comes with 25 watts charging brick, or they don't even come with a charging brick at all. Next, let's talk camera. With this device, you're getting a 50MP main camera and a 13MP front camera, and it supports live photos. Video recording can go up to 2K at 30 FPS. In good lighting, the 50MP sensor feels well. Photos come out sharp, colors look natural, and there's dynamic range. One thing I like about this device is that it doesn't overly process images and it keeps things realistic. Now, You should note that I'm not saying the camera is perfect, but from the price point, I think the images are decent. Portrait mode is solid too, edge detection is accurate, and the pictures are quite consistent. Night shots are good, they're not perfect, but they're good enough for the price point. And the fact the device doesn't have OIS, you have to keep your hand stable to get good shots. Now, let's talk about the software on the Note Edge. The Note Edge runs on XOS 16 based on Android 16. In my daily use, I would say it feels smooth and responsive. Animations are clean, switching between apps are quick, and navigation feels stable. One thing I noticed immediately are the visual style. It has that glossy layer style that looks quite familiar if you've used an iPhone before. The design gives off that liquid glass kind of vibe. If you're coming from an iPhone, you might adjust easily because it looks like something we use regularly. If you're already on Android, it feels modern and polished. XOS 16 also comes with many customization options. There are themes, icons, lock screen style, split screen, game mode. You can tweak them to fit your style. For software update, Infinix promises 3 years of Android updates and 5 years of security patches, which is great. I remember last year, most you get out of any Infinix device was 2 years of software update and 3 years of security patches. So I think 2026 is up to a good start. Now I have a question. How frequently do you change your device? Do you change your device every 12-month cycle, or do you take longer? Let me know in the comments. The Note Edge comes with 12 inbuilt AI features, and some of them are actually useful in your day-to-day. My personal favorites are the AI Call Assist, AI Document Assist, Recording Summary, Translation Assist, and Secretary Search. For sound, the Note Edge comes with dual stereo speaker tuned by JBL. In my daily use, I think they are loud and clear. Watching YouTube and playing games is immersive. You know what, instead of me telling you how good it is, why not I play sound and you guys tell me what you think about the speakers of the Note Edge. Let's move to biometrics. The Note Edge uses an in-display fingerprint sensor. In my experience, it's fast and reliable, it unlocks quickly, and I didn't notice any frequent failed attempts. It also has face unlock, which works well in good lighting, but I feel like Android users prefer using fingerprints rather than face unlock. After properly using the Infinix Note Edge, here's my honest take. This is a well-balanced mid-range phone. You get slim curved display that feels more premium than the price point. You get an amazing 6500 mAh battery that can last you all day. You get a good chipset for everyday performance, 3 years of software updates, 5 years of security patches, which is a plus, a very big plus. Now, is this device perfect? I would say no, but for the price point, it's quite perfect because I'm not sure there are devices in this price point that can offer what this has to offer. The only thing I can complain on is the camera. I feel like it can be better. I feel like photos can be better, but the camera is not bad. I think the pictures are great. Overall, I think it's one device that has so much value, and I don't think there's any device in the price point right now that has better value. Anyways, that's my review on the Infinix Note Edge. You guys should let me know what you think about the device and my review. Let's have a conversation in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe too, and I'll see you guys in the next video.